Great. Welcome to Digital Asset News, and we're going to go over the Q&A. Again, this is a different format. We just went through the live premiere of what went down in New York and the walkthrough of the Solana store, which I got to tell you, I thought was pretty interesting. So now we'll just go into the Q&A and we'll answer all your burning questions to the best of my abilities. Let's see how this works out, because this will be a new way to do things. And if it works pretty well, then we'll keep it. And of course, if it doesn't, then we just get rid of it. That's what's great about being on YouTube. You can play around and see which one actually works, which one sucks, and which one is a keeper. And we can do those things and test. Unlike, unfortunately, crypto, as they test some things and it doesn't work out, you lose all your money. So anyhow, everybody, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Nice. It works. Q&A. Have you heard of Energy Web token? I have. I used to own it, and I don't understand what it is really there for, and I don't own anything anymore. That's it. Let's see. LJ, no more James and Ben. So remember, I've been traveling a lot. I haven't been feeling well. There's some issues health-wise, so I haven't been on the DCA show. So we did one a week ago, and it went pretty well. We just talked about the bear case for Bitcoin to 15K. I encourage you to check that out. But then yesterday, today's Saturday, right? Yeah. Yesterday, we were flying home from New York, so kind of difficult to do a show with those guys. So yeah, I kind of get in where I fit in, as Too Short says. And when we do those things, we do those things. It's just whenever I'm not traveling or something like that. But there's a lot better people than they can pick up than me to help host the show. It's a good question. CoinMax says, hey, Rob, could you make a video about what happened to the alts in the last winter so we get a feeling what could be in front of us? Very simple. I'll do the video and I'll do the percentages and I'll take a look at fractals. And I can just tell you that the last crypto winter was brutal. First of all, there's some that never come back. And I always give my example of a Dash Assault. And Dash was like a top 25 crypto, not anymore. And there's some development. I don't think it's ever going to come back. I could be wrong. And also there's one called Salt Lending. And that peaked at, I think, over $1. And then it just kind of fizzled out forever. I think that was because of the lawsuit with the government or with the SEC. But I just read that Simon Dixon over at Bank of the Future and his company, they just bought out Salt. So maybe if you wait long enough, things actually work out. But again, you're looking at some that don't come back ever. So you're at 100% loss. Some go down 90, 95%. And that's just a normal thing. So like when Ben on his show talks about, hey, you don't know what a crypto winter is. If you've just been here since 2020, you don't know. It's very tough to see your portfolio go from, millions or hundreds of thousands or thousands or $10, I don't know. And then all of a sudden it's, you lost 95%. And it's very tough to go, okay, I'm going to keep buying. It's very tough to do that. But the ones that do that works out pretty well. I mean, not investment advice, but that's where I made all my money. I'll just be honest with you. And that's what's up. Paul, when Wood Solana trip? I don't know. But that Solana store was just a shot in the dark. We're just walking around and I look over and I go, son of a bitch. I go, look at that. It's a Solana store. I should probably step in there since I'm talking about this thing all the time. And it was interesting, for sure. No, I'm not going to talk about that. Hey, Rich. Vanessa, hey. T, hey, everybody. You can't do that to me. Rob's not pulling a George. What did George do now? Ozzy Crypto says, why so much hate for Tron? If you follow me on Twitter, we were in Times Square, and there was an ad, one of the top billboards for Tron. Crazy, right? Just goes to show you. Yeah, exactly. I haven't heard anyone say Dash in years. It's because I've been around for a little bit of time. I'm not. Some people have been around since 2011. Some people say they've been around since 2010. I think they're full of it. I think they're liars. But some people have been around for a lot longer than I have. And when people say about these projects, I remember what was supposed to be the biggest thing of all time. And Beardy will attest to this. EOS was supposed to be the biggest crypto of all time. It was supposed to be like the next great one. And all they were going to do was all these new projects that were built on the ecosystem could be airdropped via EOS, and that was going to drive adoption. Yeah. That's a great question. One Miles Meatloaf. I got to go upstairs and get her. Dream Killer says, so where do you think alts are going? It's a great question. And the answer is this. I have no idea. And there's a lot of educated guesses, a lot of educated people, but those same educated people also told you that 150K was in the cards for Bitcoin and 250K and 300K, myself included. And they also told you that they went irresponsibly long on Ethereum at 4,000, and they're still irresponsibly long. And I think it's going to be fantastic as it keeps, taking massive hits. I mean, as time goes on, it'll be okay. So in the short term, I can't tell you. But for the long term, like we talked about in the video, whale number 3, or what is now the new whale number 3, or wallet number 3, they're just buying, because they know that these are just natural cycles. And then as time goes on, it'll be just fine. If you have it's all on your time horizon. If you're a 3, 5, 10-year person, not a big deal. But if you're hey, I got to make a ton of money by midterms in November, it's going to be a real rough time for you in crypto. I'm just letting you know. Oh yeah, EOS. Rob, it's time for some golf. Is that for some golf? It's a good question. Do you think a real winter will come? I don't know. A lot of people say the bottom's in. And this is just it. A lot of people say the bottom's in, and they're buying like crazy. And a lot of people say, no, you don't understand. Bitcoin's going to 10K or 8K or 3K or whatever it is, which means that the entire crypto market will be below $400 billion. And I can't tell you which one's right. So for me, what I do is I just look at the macro and see where everything's going. And I just look at it and go, where's the narrative where, we're going to be strong economy, strong market? Where's that money coming from? I don't see it actually playing out like that. So for me, I'm not going in heavy on my dollar cost average. I'm actually dollar cost averaging about 15% of what I usually do because I'm just waiting. And I'm just hedging my bet. If I'm right and everything sinks down like everybody talks about, then great. Then I get to dynamic DCA. And as it starts to fall, I start to put more money in. If it goes down, 5%, maybe I put another 20% in. If it goes down 20%, I put another 60% or whatever else it is. But if I'm wrong and things just start going up, well, at least I bought something. And then in the next 3 years, the Bitcoin that I bought at 19,000, whatever the heck it is, it'll probably go up to 60, 80,000. The Ethereum that I bought at 1,400, 1,300, whatever it was, probably go to 4,000 or 5,000. And the Cardano that I was buying at 40 some cents, probably go back up to its all-time high, and then plus some, and then all the rest of the things. So for me, I just kind of look at it and go, I don't know. That's a long answer for me just to tell you I have no idea where it's going, just to be safe. I just try to minimize risk. That's not financial advice, just what I'm doing. You don't have to do that. I'm also walking off a cliff. I don't think you should do that either. Rich says, when Bitcoin hits 100K, you got to do a backflip in the pool. I will crack my head open if I do that. If I can even still do a backflip. Rob is a fierce trader. Rob is a fierce holder. That's about it. But Rob is really getting much better at selling. And Rob is also talking in the third person, which is never good. What's the best thing the average person can do, in your opinion? As far as like investing or being a good person, or, I mean, we're on a channel where we're talking about, getting into crypto and markets. So that's probably your big question. What's the best investment an average person can do? I think the first thing before you even start to invest, because I can't tell you what to invest in, I'm not a financial advisor, like everyone was talking about, is to get your mind right. And that is just to know that bear and bull cycles, it sounds very easy to say, but they're natural progressions, they're natural cycles, and when we talk about this time is different, those people are liars. It's never different. It's the same thing over and over again. It just repeats and repeats and repeats. Just look at cycles. It's just how it goes. So when we take a look at this bear market, I remember when the bull market was coming on and people would tell me, we're never going to see a crypto winter again. We're never going to drop by 50% again because all the big institutions are here and the hedge funds and and the Paul Tudor Jones and the Michael Saylors, and they're going to prop us up forever. And I was like, they're going to sell. And Elon Musk is going to sell too. And Tesla's going to sell. And they did. I got a lot of other things wrong, but I got that part right. So when I think about what the average person can do, it's probably to get your mind right as far as to say to yourself, this is going to be a long haul. There is no get rich quick Dogecoin millionaires. Well, there's one, but who knows how he's doing these days? He's probably everybody's spouting off about how great they are right now. Sure you are. Sure you are. Just to say to yourself, this is going to be a long process. And if I'm going to be here for 3, 5, 10 years, I do the safe things. I don't gamble. And I just diversify a little bit, I'll be okay. I know it's a very boring thing to say, and it used to piss me off so bad when the other YouTubers said it in 2018, when I was getting into this game, but now I get it. And there was a reason why they're all so calm in 2018. It's because they bought in 2014 and 15. They didn't care. They're already up. It's the same thing for us. It's easy to say, but with time, everything subsides. And that's the best I can offer you. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Pretty. It always comes in Minnesota. Hey, Capocon. Hey, Capocon. Thanks for the answers. Thank you, Dream Killer. Third person, Rob. I'm not. Well, maybe. Let's see. Best advice: buy low, sell high. It's pretty good. I've never heard that. Let's see. Yeah, it's very tricky to get these green screens to move in this way. They call them dynamic green screens. It's a new program I have on my computer. Yeah, will return 20 for having, 20 will look sweet. So yeah, that's it. So guys, before we go on, I want to ask you what are your thoughts on how we did it today? Because we did a premiere, and then you had to click, or it was an automatic redirect to the Q&A. So did you like that format, or would you just like to just go straight and that's it? Because it's the same thing. It's just you got to click more. And now it's too. There's a reason behind all of our madness that we do here, but we're just testing it out. So tell me what you think about the separation. We'll go from there. Darth Mike, it was fine. We're back to Puerto Rico soon, very soon. And that's it. So straight. Nah. Yeah, exactly. I think it's tough because when we do that, then we lose a bunch of people from the premiere over to here. Because usually when we get to the Q&A, we've got thousands. Today we got 264. So a little bit different. Worked well. Redirect didn't work for me, but only one click. Very easy. All right, buddy. So look, there's no questions. I think I've answered them all. So I think we're good. That's it for today, unless something comes up. So look, if you like this part of the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. And then just say, hey, go back to the old format. And we'll just go straight. And that was it. So that's it for today. So look, thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Like today's video, thumbs up and subscribe, all that great stuff. And that's it. So thank you. Appreciate you guys. I really do on a Saturday. And I'll see you on the next one. Adios. Adios.